Hello everyone, Equipment Warrior, and welcome to my build guide for my Rampage Discharge switch. This build is not complete yet. I still missing some really important item, and my gear is not the best. But the build itself working pretty well actually, I want to say. But the survivability is a little bit of a problem, because I don't have so good item yet. And the damage is here, as you can see. Whoops. So I'm gonna go over this build, and it's extremely fun to play. And you clear areas like this in Sonic Camp in like 2 seconds. And using Chaos Inoculation, so I don't care by I don't care by anything. I don't care by anything what in the name of chaos damage. And it even has good single target with my ice spear, as you can see. Here we have Perpetus, and he just died. So I'm gonna go over my build. I'm gonna start with my skill tree, because my gear is not the best. So I started as a witch, and then I went for the energy shield, and went straight up for arcane focus. Then directly after I did that, this one I saved to last. This is not adapted. This is late game. You taking this one. Then I went for this spell damage, cast speed, elemental dominion, annihilation to get the crit, because you've actually a good idea to have crits when you're leveling. Then I went over here, grabbed the deep thoughts. I went over here, grabbed Unnatural Calm. I want to grab all of these notes here. Then went all the way down here, grab these arrow notes here, get these crit notes here, and maybe I actually gonna do and take Amplify, but I don't know if I have the points for it. But it's not that important if you ask me. And this one, I just need 1 point of strength, so why not? And you can actually grab Endurance if you want more, if you use Endurance Cry, so I recommend grabbing this one. And after that, I went down here. I grabbed Chaos Inoculation when I was around 65, and then I went straight down to take Infused Shield and these very good energy shield notes here. And even went down here to grab, so I have access to this really good cluster here on energy shield, and even gonna grab this one. So on my current level, I'm only going to focus on get more survivability, because my damage is already like 20k, and I have bad gear. And I grabbed Dreamo. But before I grabbed that, I went down here to take a Ghost River, and that's pretty much the only reason I get down here. When you get to Ghost River, just continue get some energy shield. But here's my current tree right now, and this is working really well. My mana is good, and yeah, it's really good. This is working really good actually. And actually grab Doomcast, because you need crits, so crit chance. So yeah, I'm gonna go on my gear. I'm just gonna go to the city again. And yeah, this is just a good defensive helmet I have here, right here. Good energy shield, and have some good resists. This armor is Volos Protector. This you need this one to get your power charges. So this one is really important. I wish I have it in 5 link, but that was too expensive. This is Rampage after all, and I am not rich in Rampage. Then Divinitus. You can probably have another dagger in this one, but I like this dagger because it can increase your AoE. But a normal one works just fine. As a ring, this is just defensive ring, but one of this ring, I highly recommending Dream Fragment to not get frozen, because I have died a lot of time to that. This here is a highly defensive shield here, and it gives some crit chance. But it could have high defensive, I mean, with that I mean high energy shield, but it doesn't have any resistance on it. And this one also mandatory. If you get stunned when you try to use your discharge, you will die pretty much. And the reduced life this one have, it doesn't matter. And increase item variety of item find is always good. This gloves here, it is... I wish I had one with armor, but I couldn't get one. I didn't have a 4th one, so I grabbed these ones. They have some good defensive. And I use it Doriana's invitation. You don't need to use this one. I just feel to use it because of the good resistance and armor. But you can use an normal chain belt if you want. This is not mandatory at all. This one, however, I highly recommending this pair of boots here. Rainbow Strides, I think it's called. And these are really, really good. Give you a good amount of mana, give you all resist, movement speed. Only it didn't give you is life, but who cares about life? You don't need it. You're using Chaos Inoculation. And yeah, this build is so fun to play. And I'm actually gonna show my setup. My setup for my Discharge is increased area of effect, increased critical damage, Discharge, and life leech. Life leech. If I get a 5 link, I'm going to have a concentrated effect also, so I will hit the enemy really hard. And my aura setup is Discipline and Clarity. I just have Herald of Ice here, but I have too little mana to use it. And it is supported by reduced mana. And my Ice Spear is supported by Spell Echo, Ice Spear, increased critical damage, and less multiple projectiles. And my Ice Spear do actually really good damage. And it's one of my starting swords for getting my power shots up. I can see how much damage I do with when I have full stacks. So let's see if we can get some cantos. So now my full stacks are almost 12k in damage. And that's really good. As you can see, I just blasting everything almost. I actually need some. The gloves I want to use is Voidbringer, because that gloves will give me a huge amount of damage, critical hit chance, I want to say. Purpose. Another thing you can link to your Discharge is actually elemental proliferation and just kill everything. Or at least you will, if you're using fire, I highly recommend it. You will be freezing enemies, you will shock them, and you will burn them at the same time. If they survive your initial hit. Because I know I survived that actually. And yeah, as you can see, this build it's super fun to play. I want to say that. Just blow things and one hit everything. I hope you guys like this build guide. If you have any questions or idea what I can use to improve it, just leave it in the comments. And I will be happy to answer it. And take care everyone, and thanks for watching.